and welcome to another Snus review here at Stiff Upper Lip in collaboration with Snus 24. And if you haven't gone onto their website yet, I recommend you do that. They have a really great selection, awesome prices and really friendly customer service. So you should really check them out. So what are we doing today? Well, we're doing something new actually, and that is a double review, both loose snoozes this time. Never done that before. They're both mid-priced snoozes as well, and they're both snoozes that I have reviewed the original portion version of these before, and I like them both. And they're made by two different companies. So today we are looking at, from Swedish Match, with a beautiful top there, Mustang Lös. So I tried the original portion, really thought that was a good snooze, one of my earliest reviews. Cardboard back on the back there. And the Knox Lös. Looking like that, with a regular strength there. So this one is from Skruf, has a plastic back, this one. Skruf, the Knox. The mid-price range one, the only loose in the Knox series, and Swedish Match is making Mustang Lös. The difference between the portions of these was that Mustang has like a really earthy, a little bit fruity character, no bergamot, only in the white portion, but I haven't tried that yet. So this should be really interesting. And the Knox, I really like that as well. It's more similar to General for its quite, full-on bergamot flavor. So we'll see if we get that in the loose version as well. And normally, as you may know, I kind of prefer the loose, not all the time, but often, because of its sort of more tobacco forward feel to it and taste. So let's get into these ones. Let's start with Knox. No catch lids on these, of course. Right. A little bit coarse, maybe. Looking good there. And I'll open the Mustang to compare. Yeah, this is sort of breaking up in the can a little bit. This is a little bit old, this one, but I have tried this one before, so I can still compare them, I think. I pretty much know what I think about the Mustang. Wait a couple of minutes for that. Knox, Mustang. Okay, smell. So the Knox. Yeah, it's more, you get more subtle, it's more subtle but more tobacco-centric than portions. Portions, they tend to whack in more of whatever they want to whack in, like bergamot. Always seem to be more forward in the portion version, but here more integrated, much earthier. So it does have a different character to the portion. Definitely very mellow, no off aromas or anything like that. Really nice. Oh, I'll put it here. I can't put it on my lap. I'll drop it all. And the Mustang. That's heavier. The Mustang is... This one does have fruit in it, probably more so than the portion. But it's robust, earthy. Yeah, pretty fruity. Nice. I'll make a pre-lot of the Knox, the fresher can as well. Show you that one. Yeah. It's got a good moisture amount to this one. Okay, there you go. Easy to bake. Sits together pretty well. Forms well. Yep, no problem there. And there we go. I'll use both of these up. I'm going to bring them to work and everything. And then I'll be back with you and tell you what I think about Knox Lös and Mustang Lös. Last small prilla of Mustang Lös going in. It's been a couple of messy days at work with Lössnus, but enjoyable. I like both of these snoozes. So first of all, the Mustang Lös has got 42 grams of tobacco in it, while the Knox Lös has got 40. The nicotine is 10 milligrams per gram for the Mustang and 8 for the Knox, and they're very similar in price. So for the Knox Lös, first of all, I would say that the smell is really nice. It's mild, it's got the bergamot coming through, blending well with the tobacco. It's going towards like an Earl Grey tea, but not quite like that. It goes really well with Earl Grey as well. It falls apart a little bit under the lip, sort of grainy. It's quite finely ground, but it's a mellow, pleasant snus to use with a nice sort of mellow bergamot, not as bitter as the bergamot coming through in the Knox original portion. So it's a little bit of a different character to it. So I like it, it's nice and subtle. If you like bergamot snus, this one might be your preferred one of the two. Personally, I like tobacco-centric snuses more than bergamot. So my favorite of these two is the Mustang. Also true with a portion. This one, it's robust. It has more of the fruitiness coming through than it does in the portion. And if you compare it to Grov, for instance, I think it's really close to Grov, this one, but more fruity. So that kind of gives it more like a mellow edge to it. It still has a bit of smokiness and probably a little bit less salt than Grov. It's very similar, robust in its taste profile to Grov, but the dark fruits are coming through more. And coming through more than in the original portion as well, I would say. Compared to General Loose Strong that I tried, although that has bergamot, that is also robust. That has more of a leathery tone, and it annoyed my gums a little bit. So this one, I prefer this one to the General Strong Loose because of that, actually, although that might be a little bit more complex. When it comes to the Grov, maybe a little bit more complex, but really, really close. I like the fruitiness in this one. So, yeah, I'm gonna say, actually, that Knox, I think, is about as good as the portion for me, but they have a different character to it. The bergamot is more bold and bitter in the portion. Here it's a mild feeling, goes well with tea. It's a mellow snus. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, the Knox Lös, same as the portion. And for the Mustang, it's a sort of a snus that it works really well with coffee, sort of sitting in front of a fireplace. As you can see here, that's exactly what I did at Christmas in Sweden. So it's satisfying after dinner, sort of relax snus that I like a little bit more than the portion. So I'm gonna go 8 out of 10 on the Mustang. One of my favorite looses, actually. Very similar and close in quality to me to Grov, which I like as well. So that's it. Next review, I'm going to be cheeky and go abroad once again. Have a little cheeky weekend trip somewhere in Europe planned. So for the next review, where you will see me, tune in, see where I am. Thank you very much for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you then. Thank you very much. Bye.